Congressman Byron Donalds, who is a Black Republican congressman from Florida, just absolutely humiliated the CRT pushing liberal in the halls of Congress when he came to give a testimony about why implicit bias training had made its way into math textbooks. Check this out.
Should this bar graph talking about implicit bias or racial bias be included in a mathematics textbook, not just in the state of Florida, but in any state in the union? Panelists, what is your answer? Not all at once, y'all. Come on. Who's going first?
I don't mind going first. Thank you for the question.
Sure.
And I look forward to hearing the responses from the rest of the panel. You've given us a little bar graph here. This is out of a textbook?
This is out of the textbook. Okay. This is an example of what Florida released about why they didn't adopt a math textbook.
Yeah, so do we agree that racial prejudice exists?
Dr. Whitfield, the question is, should this be in a mathematics textbook?
Is there math in this textbook? Is disseminating a bar graph part of a student learning math?
Dr. Whitfield, should we be talking about implicit bias in mathematics, or should we be talking about actual math skills?
It just so happens, I would dare say they are learning math skills. It just so happens that, again, this may be something that certain people view as uncomfortable, but racial prejudice is a real thing. And I dare say our students get that, they understand that. So to say that just because something says something about bias or racial prejudice, as the professor has said, like, we can't just remove that because we're trying to talk about something that can make some people feel uncomfortable. And I dare say if people feel uncomfortable, oftentimes there's a reason for that, and maybe that's what's needed to move forward.
Dr. Whitfield, I got to go to some other people because I got 28 seconds left.
For sure.
That's how congressional hearings work. I would love to have this extended conversation with
absolutely.
you.
What I love the most about this interaction is, number one, that what liberals try to do, and it's very interesting when you see their tactics in action because it is so easy to subvert it. They are so used to asking the questions, so they always ask you the questions. And number one, I love that Byron Donalds was like, no, I'm asking the questions here. You are answering to me right now. And the person stammered and blubbered and did whatever and could not answer the question as to why there was implicit bias CRT stuff that was put into a math textbook that was designed to teach students math. And nobody wants to talk about the fact that the CRT stuff that is in all of these textbooks when it comes to biology, when it comes to math, etc., and these schools have the lowest literacy rate in these subjects. And it's probably because they're learning about 100 different genders, and they're learning about implicit bias, and they're learning about racism, they're learning about all of these different things when they should be learning about math, when they should be learning about the actual technical skills of math. So I'm really glad that Congressman Byron Donalds had this moment. I'm glad that he didn't fall into the trap that liberals try to put you in, where they try to ask you questions. And it was very interesting to see that liberal's response, because you see that he had nothing to say. He was stammering and he was blubbering, and then he was done.